Guys, I'm sorry I look like a big fat head. But I just wanted to come on quick. 'Cause I looked kind of cute this morning, but day 2 of work, and I had the kindergarten kids that remembered me. One of my best classes. I can't stand myself. I can't. This is what happens when I go to work. I have to take a nap. I haven't gotten up since I got home. I came in here to change my clothes so I can go out and pet the dogs. Um, I couldn't get off the bed. Okay, anyhow, I wanted to tell you, as you can see from the title of this video. Sorry, I just fell asleep. No, I had about 5 frightening nightmares last night. One was right after work when I fell asleep on the couch, and it was something with the dogs, but it wasn't these dogs. It was Nana and it was Cleo, and anyhow, sorry guys. I don't know what's real and what's my dreams or my nightmares, but I wanted to tell you, as you could see from the title of this, sorry if I'm scaring you with my look. I'm trying to see if there's a better angle. Sorry. I'm okay. I don't have flu A yet. Okay, anyhow. Don't make me laugh. I'm sorry. Let me show you Jesus. Okay, Jesus said, be serious. Be serious. Okay. I'll try to, Jesus. You know I'm silly. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you guys... Sorry, I had to go back to the big head, floating head in the bed. Hey, that rhymes. I'm not trying to do it. Okay, anyhow. Sebastian's picture was debunked. That's not Sebastian. It is another kid. They found out who the kid is. It's not Sebastian, okay? I did say it in a video. I didn't feel hot on it because I don't feel like he's alive. And unless my meter is wrong and is off, and I can be wrong, I can be incorrect, but I don't think I am. Because I've had the same feeling for Summer. I had the same feeling for Suzanne Morphew. And I had the same feeling for Gannon. And I just wanted to tell you yesterday when I was at work, because I didn't come on. Aren't you surprised? But this is what happens when I work. I can only do that and then heat up a whole bunch of, like, things for dinner. But tonight we're getting Domino's. I know you don't care what I'm going to eat, because you probably think I should never eat again. Okay, get in line. That's probably what my family thinks of me. Anyway, I truly didn't feel... I mean, I stared at that picture. I stared at the picture of Sebastian as if I was his mother. And I didn't understand why Katie didn't say anything. Like, as a mother, wouldn't you, that is trying to find their son? Yeah, she knows where her son is. And so does Chris. Chris said it wasn't... That's not Sebastian. That's not real. How would he know that? Yeah. You know how he knows that. Anyway, I was watching a little bit of Lori Vallow, the Daybell trial. And I shouldn't. My head and my heart and my guides tell me, no, you can't take on you can't listen to anything to do with that case. I did 5 videos on her, and I try not to watch anything on it. Of course, I care about JJ, and I've channeled him, and I've channeled um Tylee Ryan several times. I've asked them to help me in cases, and I knew they were deceased as well. I knew they were in heaven, and I don't know. I guess people don't look back at my cases and look back at my old videos. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll get the validation in heaven. But I just wanted to say that that picture is not him. And somebody sent me something, but it wasn't, I didn't get any nobody else knew anything about it, so I'm not even going to speak it to life. Something was found, but I don't know if it has anything to do with Sebastian. But we'll find out. Oh, so this is what happened yesterday when I was at work. I had 2 days in a row. And Devin's like, yeah, I like to pick you up from schools where you're actually smiling at the end of the day. I'm tired as all hell, but smiling. Okay. But yeah, I had 2 very almost perfect days. But especially today, because I love those little kids. They hug me. They just, I like your earrings. They say, your earrings are lollipops. Thank you, Forever Bella, butterfly. Anyway, yesterday, not today. Yesterday I did see something. But yesterday I was walking from one building to the other building, right? And going to pick up the kids or whatever, taking the kids somewhere. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I need to increase my coffee intake. No, but now I can't drink it because now it'll keep me up. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get on a schedule. Right. Okay. No, I am. I don't want to be so tired. I don't want to be so tired and have nightmares. But I'm falling asleep and taking little naps after work. And then even when I fell asleep last night with my medication, I had such a terrible nightmare. What was I watching? One of my favorite shows, Housewives of New Jersey. And they were fighting and screaming. I felt at home. Okay. But then I think Connor turned off the TV, and then I woke right up. And then I tried to go back to sleep, and I never fell back into sleep. But then when I do fall back to sleep, I have nightmares, wake up, scream, moan, wake up, sometimes Devin, shakes me and goes, oh, it's just a nightmare, it's just a dream. Anyhow, when I was walking from one building to the next, see how I circle around and put in 700 stories in between? Okay. If you know, you know. Okay. If you know me, you know me. All right. I'm walking to the other building and I see a white butterfly passes by me in front of me. Okay. So you might say, oh, no big deal. It's the butterfly time. It's springtime. It's time of butterflies. Yeah, okay. But when it goes in front of me, that's my signal for my mom. And that's my signal for spirit, right? So I looked at it, because usually when I go after a butterfly and I say, is that you, Mom? Is that you? It usually runs away from me. But that's what my mom would do. My mom would do that, right? If he had to put up with this nut job, right? But she would do it in a nice way. She would just say, lean off, like you would lean in for a hug and on the couch, and there would be a whole bunch of kids on the couch and, want from her, and she would say, lean off, just lean off or I'm getting up. Okay. But, yeah, she wasn't huggy kissy like that. She would give you a kiss hello and a kiss goodnight, tell you to have a sweet dream, read you half of the story. When she read you a book at night, she read half of the story. And that would bug me. When I read my kids a story, I always read them the whole book. Sometimes I had to read it like 5 times, especially for Laura. She needed it. She had a little bit of a sleep problem herself, and she wanted me to stay there and read it over and over again. She probably doesn't remember. Anyway, I did it. I read it 5 times. One night I counted. Then I laid on the floor next to her bed because I was trying to break her out of, coming in our bed or, just trying to make her independent. Anyway, so I laid on the floor next to her bed, holding her hand. I miss those days. I love those days. Anyway, but my mom would read half the book. Why? Why can't you just read the whole book? No, you'll have to wait till tomorrow night for the rest of the book. Now I realize why she did that, because she had 6 kids, so she was shot. By the time it was like I was number 6, so she was shot, and she wanted her alone time, her me time, without any kids. So she read half that book, and you better be happy that she read it, okay, half of it. Then you wait till the next night, and then she'll read the next half. Okay, anyway, I would just stay up anyway, hearing the TV, listening to the TV, listening to Christine and talking to my mom about movie stars and Marilyn Monroe and different stories. I heard it all. Sometimes I would sneak on the stairs and just sit there. Why wasn't I sleeping? I don't know. I told you, the sleep disorder goes way back into my childhood. Okay. Hasn't changed much. It's just got worse. Anyway, sorry. So I see the white butterfly, right? See, you could see the ADD coming out. So the white butterfly went past me at work, right? I'm thinking to myself, I feel like something's going to happen with Sebastian. Maybe that picture was him, right? But I didn't feel it in the gut. That picture looked like him. I thought it was, him with dyed hair, but I didn't like his feet. And anybody that knows their child would look at that picture and look at his arm and blow it up, because the dad thought that was his son. That's what he thought. The mom never said anything, and Chris said, "Oh, no, that's not him." Yeah, and how you know that, Chris? How do you friggin' know that for sure? Anyway, I didn't feel hot on it. So, the butterfly, I see the butterfly. So I ask in my head, my spirit guides, God, whatever you think. And it's like a flash of a second, because, I got to pay attention. I'm at work. I got to pay attention how to walk. I got to get to certain places. You got to go from one building to the other building, and you got to get there on time, pick kids up, drop kids off, and, teach the lesson, whatever's. So, after I see the white butterfly pass me by, I look at it, because, you got to love white butterfly. And that's always my mom symbol. Everything's going to be okay, or something's going to happen, but hang on, whatever it is. And so after the white butterfly goes that way to the left, then I turn around, I see it again. So it kind of circled me, and then it was gone now, because I was like, I want to spend more time with that white butterfly, because I'm a nut job, right? So, as soon as the door opens, a kid is coming out the building. Many kids are coming out the building, but one boy screams, "Hey, Sebastian, wait up!" If you don't think that's a big deal, then you're not using your third eye. You're not using your spirit, okay? Sebastian, wait up. Okay, that was symbol 1 and 2. The butterfly, then Sebastian, followed by the butterfly, white butterfly, followed by a kid saying, "Sebastian, wait up." Okay? If that wasn't good enough for you, if that was not good enough for you, 1 and 2, it was almost like Spirit was saying, if those 2 symbols weren't good enough for you, Katrina, and the world, and the universe, okay, how about this one? Okay, now it's the end of the day. That was like the middle of the day, right? Now it's the end of the day. I just put it in the back of my head, there's things to be done. I got lessons to teach. I got to pick up kids, whatever. So, and I'm very happy to do it. Very happy. At 60 years old, I went on all these trips, all the 6 planes. I got back safely, and I'm healthy enough to be doing what I know how to do since I'm 17. Okay? Being with kids, teaching. It is a gift from God, and I still love to do it. I still know how to do it. I still want to do it. Okay? And it still makes me feel fulfilled. Anyhow, okay. Those two symbols came by my eyes, right? Put it in the back of my head, because I second guess myself still to this day, even as, a psychic, a reader, whatever's. And then but I just had a feeling, the picture. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's Sebastian. He was stolen or he ran away and he went into somebody's car and they dyed his head. No. Sebastian is an autistic boy, teenage boy, who I don't think would just meld lightly with all these different situations. So that's why in my gut, my first scenario of what happened to Sebastian and where I was talking to Gannon, Gannon was like, Katrina, same thing as me. Same thing as me. Little twist on it, but same thing. Okay? So if you don't know about Gannon, Google it, because I can't go into it. So I go to the gym. At the end of the day, you have to go to the gym in the school and then help with getting the kids into cars. But before you go outside, you got to go into the gym and keep the kids calm and maybe talk to them or whatever. Sometimes they talk to you, but usually fifth graders, they make believe that they weren't with you all day long, right? And that's okay. I'm okay with it. Kindergarten, they'll run up to you everywhere. First grade, second grade, even third grade. But fourth and fifth grade, they kind of like, they're done with you. By the end of the day, they make believe you don't exist. But I went up to one boy that I was talking to a lot because I see this kid, and I remember seeing him before, and he looks like a young Sebastian. It's eerie. He had the black glasses, right? But of course, Sebastian can't be this young. This kid was in fifth grade. He's about 10, right? I saw him before, and I remember getting that feeling. And he's like a Joker type of kid. He's got the same hair. Maybe it's styled a little bit differently, but he has the glasses. And I'm like, why is God showing me this kid that looks like Sebastian, the butterfly, and also the kid calling, hey, Sebastian, wait up. Why? All these things, right? So I asked this student that I had all day that was ignoring me, but it doesn't matter. I don't take offense to it. It's just fifth graders. That's how they act. So I called him aside and he came aside. He thought he was in trouble. He goes, yeah. I go, what's that kid's name? So he told me his name, right? I'm not going to say his name, but I am going to say it sounds like Brady. The name sounded like Brady. I took that as a third validation. Okay, you might say, this woman is whack. I don't care. You think I care? You think I give an F? I don't care. I care what signs I get. And that was my third sign validation. Today, of course, I have kindergarten kids, and there's a little boy in the class. He doesn't look like Sebastian, but his name was Sebastian. Okay? Is that validation 4? But I'm thinking about Sebastian. I'm thinking about the picture. every time I get a lunch break or a prep break, I'm looking to see if there's any news, right? And then the thing with the picture came in. Actually, it didn't come in during the day. They said they were going to discuss it on a lawyer. I watch a lot of different YouTubers, and this one YouTuber, she's a lawyer. So I wanted the facts. I wanted the research. I didn't want to just go to, a YouTuber that, just wants to make the holla for the dollar. Okay, get that super chat up. Okay, um, I wanted somebody that was gonna just come with facts, right? And then if they get their super chat, whatever's okay. But they said that the picture, it took a long time because they had to take that picture, find out that it was an AI picture, it wasn't a fake. At first, I thought it was definitely Sebastian maybe a year ago, and then pasted into this thing. No, what they did was they found out it wasn't a fake, it's a real person. They tracked down this person, found out who he was because they saw the license plates that were around in the parking lot. They could do that, the FBI and whoever, investigated it. But it took time. It took a lot of time. Anyhow, it's sad news for Seth, but I felt validated. What does it all mean? Because I'm seeing all these kids name Sebastian or looking like Sebastian. And the butterfly, okay? And then the name that sounded like Brady, okay? Anyhow, I'm taking it as I think there's going to be another break in the case very, very soon. I'm going to upload this video, plug in my phone, and maybe by tonight we'll hear something tomorrow. By the end of the week, hopefully we'll get something. It's so sad. It's so sad for Seth. But notice how Katie never came out to say, oh, I wonder if that's my son. Let me go over. If I thought my son, my daughter, my grandchild was somewhere, there was a picture of them, I would have been like Seth, in the car, somebody else driving, because I don't know how to get places. I don't know how to drive too well. But I would be in the car or on a plane. I could do a plane like nobody's business. And I would be in that state and in that parking lot wherever they took a picture of my child. Okay? Like Seth did. Anyhow, namaste, everybody. I do have a lot of pages for Aries. I'm happy to say. I was working on it on the weekend, but too tired to do it yet. But I have a feeling I'll be doing it. Well, if tomorrow I don't work in a different school, if I work in a different school or don't work at all, then I'll bring up Aries will be coming up. I love you all. Namaste.